بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على سيد المرسلين وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين أما بعد. قال الله تعالى في القرآن المجيد والفرقان الحميد ولله الأسماء الحسنى فادعوه بها. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has the most beautiful names, so call unto him by them. وقال النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم إن لله تعالى 99 اسما من حفظها دخل الجنة. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has 99 names. Whoever preserves them, memorizes them, they will enter paradise. So alhamdulillah, we've covered 10 names so far. Today we move on to the next name, number 11. So today it's al-Khāliq. Al-Khaliq means the creator, the maker. There's going to be a number of names you'll see like that. They're about creation, origination, innovation. These are the kind of meanings they have. They're all different. They all mean a subtle difference. Some of them means a creator from nothing. Allah can create from nothing, of course. Literally from nothing Allah can create. Like He created the world out of nothing. Usually in Latin they call that He's a creator ex nihilo, which means from nothing, right? And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala can create without any prior example, something wonderful, without a blueprint, without a precedence. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, of course, then can much more easily create something that was created before. So al-Khaliq means the creator. What do we use that for? In what places can we use it? In what kind of occasions can we benefit from this name? So number one, really important, I think, for a lot of us is conception and pregnancy. Ya Khaliq. A couple trying to conceive, a couple trying to conceive may invoke al-Khaliq. Ya Khaliq. He is the creator. And mashallah, a new child, the creation of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, to bless them with a child. Because then what we're doing is we're recognizing Allah as the ultimate creator. So we make all the other du'as, Rabbi habli min as-salihin, Rabbana hablana min azwajina wa dhurriyyatina qurrata a'yun waj'alna lil muttaqina imama Rabbi la tadharni fardan wa anta khayrul warithin. Ya Khaliq, Ya Khaliq, Ya Khaliq. Every time it comes in your mind, people who are trying to conceive and they may be having trouble, or even otherwise, just think, Ya Khaliq, just call him, Ya Khaliq. Every time the thought goes in your mind, the way to use these names is that every time a thought of the relevance, relevant to that name goes through your mind, just Ya Khaliq. He knows what's in your mind. You don't have to say the dua each time, following it. Ya Khaliq. Just that name saying, O Creator, O One who provides creation, it's going to be coupled with what's going on in your mind. The emotion that's happening in your mind, you say, Ya Khaliq. Okay, number two, you want to start a new project. Somebody embarking on some new venture, project, job. Al-Khaliq for creativity. You want to be creative. You want to be different. You want to provide uniqueness. Everybody's trying to provide uniqueness today, especially in a city like London, which is saturated with, just take the food industry. You get what you want. It's difficult for somebody to come up with a new idea. So they came up with smashed burgers or something like that. As though nobody's ever made them before. Right? Ghost burgers. You just come up with some new twist, some new bitter sauce. And then, you have everybody coming. Otherwise, people don't want to go because they get bored because they got too much food, mashallah. Dessert parlors. Anything new in desserts, it's all the same. Just waffles everywhere. Milkshake, waffles everywhere. Nothing new. So, Ya Khaliq. I'm just saying, the simple things like that, you could be, somebody who starts the shop with Ya Khaliq. A new idea with Ya Khaliq. A new project. A new design. Allahu Akbar. Number three, architect or designer starting a new design. So new project, new design. This could be to do with a professional life, something. Seeking inspiration. I'm designing this masjid. I'm designing this madrasa, this place, this shop. Here it is. I'm designing a road. I'm designing a bridge. I had a friend in America, he's a bridge engineer. He's designed many bridges. Okay, facing Allahu Akbar. Anybody does writing and they face a writer's block? Everybody's a writer today. Due to WhatsApp and all of these places, everybody's become a writer. Right? So you face writer's block. Writer's block is when you just don't know what to say next. Whether you're writing a story, whether you're writing something, you just don't know how to proceed. It's called a writer's block. It's a tough part for people who get writer's block. Some people don't get it as much, some people get it. Right? So writer's block, Ya Khaliq, Ya Khaliq. Reignite their creative spark and guide towards the words that they need to write. Number 5, child's first steps. Child's development in everything. They've just learned to take their steps. They've gone on to solid foods, from the breast milk and so on. Ya Khaliq, on a miniature, on a minute, on a more individual level. Ya Khaliq. Number 6, appreciation of nature, the intricacies. You just look at everything, man. Just look at those amazing fruits. Look at these amazing trees. I went to 2 beautiful areas in the last 2 weeks. One was Scotland. Those of you who have not been to Scotland, you'd be surprised at what's out there. When the first time I went, about 10 years ago, I was in disbelief. People said Scotland's really beautiful. It's comparable to many other places you'll go to. And I didn't think so, because you don't think of your own hometown and it's not our own hometown. Scotland is another country technically. And I was shocked. Just absolute greenery. Just too much rain, but greenery, just various different shades of greenery. And rolling hills, no looming, dark, jagged rocks, no. It's just nice rolling hills. Absolutely beautiful. And then the lakes, that they call the lochs. So as you're going through, what are you thinking about? Why are you so amazed by what you see? Ya Khaliq, Ya Khaliq. It doesn't have to be a dua as in asking for something. It's just appreciation, just calling out to Allah. Oh Allah, oh Khaliq, oh Creator. That in itself is a dhikr. You're just literally appreciating Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's beauty. And then I was in Canada, in Calgary, which is very close to what they call the Rockies, or again, amazing scenery. So there was these amazing mountains and rolling hills and lakes and so on. So Ya Khaliq. So appreciation of nature, intricacies, the vastness of the galaxies, right? Details of a single leaf. Praise the Khaliq for His boundless creativity. Can you see how these names are just for everything? Because Allah is everywhere. In the sense that His creation, His ability, His names, His manifestation is everywhere. That's what it means. So we're just appreciating that. We're seeing Allah everywhere. That's dhikr. That is exactly what dhikr is. Okay, number 7, personal transformation. Somebody wants changing a particular habit or a trait. Invoke al-Khaliq to aid in their improvement or rejuvenation of their self, recreation of their self. Number 8, facing a problem. Especially problems that seem insurmountable. Problems that you think, oh, this is just too much. I can't get across this one. It's too much. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the Khaliq, will find you innovative solutions and create a way out. Artistic endeavors. I think that was something related to what we said. Before beginning your work, Ya Khaliq. And number 10, reflecting on purpose. Reflecting on purpose. What is the purpose of all of this creation? Moments of introspection. Purpose of life. Ya Khaliq, give me an understanding of why it is the way it is. Why am I going through this? Why is this experience? Ya Khaliq. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless us. So move on to number 12. Number 12 is al-Bari. Al-Bari, which means the originator. Similar idea. There's a hadith that says, وَالَّذِي بَرِئَ النَّسَمَ. The one who originated the soul, the human being. So the word Khaliq and Bari are similar in a sense. So al-Bari, again, very similar usages that we have. I'm not going to go through all of them, but again, project creation, innovation and ideas, right? So similar to the previous one, I don't need to repeat it. Ya Bari, Ya Khaliq, Ya Bari. Beginning a family, same thing, having children. Health recovery. Oh Allah, rejuvenate me, relieve me. So if Allah can create a person in their entirety from nothing, why can't Allah mend something, cure something? Mental clarity. Again, this can be for both. Mental clarity, moments of confusion or indecisiveness, right? Oh Allah, originate for me clear ideas. Make this clear for me. This is confusing, Ya Allah. I don't know which path to take. I don't know if I should go here or go there. If I should take this decision or that decision. If I should go to this school or that school, this college or that college. If I should take this course or that course. If I should take this job or that job. If I should marry this person or that person. God, give me clarity so I know exactly why I'm doing what I'm doing. Clarity is very important in life. Usually the people with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, they got more clarity because Allah gives them that clarity. And the most confused people are those without clarity. Not to say they don't. Sometimes just clarity is very important in life to know which way you're going because you go with full strength. Then we've got as I said, artistic endeavors, as we were mentioning. Rebuilding after loss. That's another one. Especially if you've suffered a setback, a loss, and now you want to remake it. A tragedy has taken place. Loved ones have gone. Natural disasters have hit. Call on al-Bari to rebuild your life. Call on al-Bari to rebuild your life. Ya Bari, Ya Bari, Ya Bari. Sometimes people lose everything. They lose their most beloved. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala brings it back in such a way, as long as you got trust in Allah and the right perspective in life, Allah gives you happiness. Personal transformation was another one we discussed already, along with professional life. Starting a new company, as I mentioned, wanting to start a new product. Everybody's looking for a new product. For you, anybody listening who's starting a new product or something, Ya Bari and Ya Khaliq, very relevant. And especially those people who are working with the environment, Ya Bari would be very relevant to that. Restore damaged ecosystems. This is big ideas here, Ya Bari. People who work for these conservation groups and those kind of companies that do that kind of stuff. You should call on to al-Bari to bless and guide the rejuvenation of the earth. You can even figure that out for your gardens, for your yards, if you want them to be nice.
With the Rayyan Courses subscription, you'll gain immediate access to over 250 hours of exclusive video lessons taught by experienced scholars. Sign up now at rayyancourses.com to continue your journey. Your next lesson is waiting.